army can't stop that creature.
No, but maybe we turtles can, with a little rocket power.
Someone keeps eating my yogurt.
What kind of yogurt?
I was saving that for after my run, David.
Oh my god, I guess I was saving it for during your run then.
Hey, Robbie, we're not gonna bust her chops for trying to impress a girl.
I can't believe she's dead.
The lady who put the BS in BSN. It's Carolyn Sheridan from the Ag Health and Safety Alliance. Time once again to see what we can do to help our family farmers.
Honestly, I think Carolyn Sheridan and I have been doing this way too long.
Oh, Al, no. What? Tell me.
Well, how is it National Farm Safety and Health Week again? It was like yesterday. This comes around so quickly.
I know, so it's been a whole year since we talked about this.
I have not even done anything to prepare.
Well, I did like give you just a smidgen of time to tell
Well,
you.
no, I mean, I haven't prepared my Farm Safety Week. I presume there's things we need to get, buttoned up so we're ready for it. Yeah.
It's all next week. It is. And you're right. It comes every year. Last year, Al, you made a huge commitment when we were talking about this. You said, every day I'm going to say what the topic is. I don't know if you followed through. Do you remember if you followed through?
I'm sure I did, because I almost never break my promises. So, yeah.
Almost never.
Almost never. I'm pretty good at it. I will say a couple of things about National Farm Safety. Just the flyer you sent out.
Yeah,
okay.
That's something that's put together by other organizations to promote.
And if you're watching the show, if you watch it on the video of either Facebook or YouTube, you will see I'm sharing my screen and they'll be able to read that. So I'm doing that as well, just so you know. You're seeing it, aren't you?
You are sharing your screen. Yeah, there's multiple places where people can get these topics.
All right. Well, here's the thing that I want, and I think you need to work something out here. Individuals attending at least 3 of the National Farm Safety Week, Health Week webinars earn an NFSHW champion digital badge. I want a digital badge because I spent a lot of time talking. I want a digital badge.
Okay, let me tell you so actually National Farm Safety and Health Week is promoted by 2 main organizations, and one is AgriSafe Network, and then the other is the National Center for Agricultural Health and Safety, which is out of Piasta, Iowa. Mm-hmm. So those are the organizations that do a good job of putting together the topics. They get the speakers, they pull together the webinars. So that's where you would get what Al just talked about, which would be a National Farm Safety and Health Week badge. I think that's what you're talking about.
A digital badge. I'd like to know what a digital badge is. How does that even work? Because the other thing they got on that it doesn't work for me is they got one of them little QR codes. Oh, snap a picture with your phone and you get to do stuff. I don't trust it. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. I don't trust QR codes. I don't know what that means.
My job today is to promote National Farm Safety and Health Week, let people know what the topics are, and then point you in the direction of other organizations that also promote National Farm Safety and Health Week. I think QR codes work for a lot of people because they can just click on it with their phone. I find it a little confusing when they're on the computer if you don't want to grab your phone.
Here's what happened. Here's my QR code story. We're in Nashville, and I could pull up to a parking lot. My wife and myself, my son and his daughter, or his wife. And we're going to go into this restaurant. So we pull in a parking lot. And all you had to do is, take the QR code and then you would get to pay your bill, the parking lot bill.
Yeah.
I walked into the restaurant with like 16 photos of that sign and nothing happened. You don't take a photo of it. Evidently your phone does it on its own. No. I didn't know. Yeah. I went home owing a bill for the parking lot and 16 photos of a stupid sign. Yeah, I don't get them.
I think that when we did the QR code thing a bit ago, I'm not even sure when that came to be, that we didn't give people good education on how to use them. Like maybe we should have like a little tutorial, like in order to make this actually work for you, just hover your phone over it. You don't have to take a picture.
Doesn't that drive you a little crazy that your phone will just do that on its own? Oh, that's a QR code. I'll do what I want. I don't like the way they run my stuff. Not the point here, because it's National Farm Safety and Health Week, and we're supposed to promote this thing. It's
starting the 22nd. So
that's this coming Monday. It's Equipment and Rural Roadway Safety Day. Equipment and Rural. This is a very big day for every farmer to pick up the speed on the roadways. I think that's a great hint. I don't know if there's going to be a class on it, but if they ask me to do one, I'd do it on that.
Yeah, I think it would be not that. Al and I have an ongoing debate all year long. This is not just during Farm Safety and Health Week. that Al, it's not about Al all the time. Now, sometimes it is about Al. Sometimes the farmer shouldn't pick up the speed, and neither should you. So be very aware. Yesterday, on the way home from one of our Gear for Ag programs, we had 3 of them last week. This week, Jesus, not even last week. At Kirkwood College in Cedar Rapids, I met a combine, and it was a highway, sure enough, but there was not enough room for both of us. So somebody had to stop, and I can guarantee you it was me. Get over to the side and let it. Yeah, anyway. But
I wouldn't mention this National Farm and Safety Health Week looks like a pretty easy gig. All the stuff,
it's a
the
nice
first
gig.
Well, yeah, it goes from like 11 to 2. I mean, get up for late brunch, go out to dinner afterwards. This would be fun to go to. Where is it actually at?
It's all virtual. We have it. It's virtual, so you can log on online. I there are some events that happen live. I'm not exactly sure where those are, but we know people are busy. People are doing jobs, so we're trying to find good ways to, similar to you, Al. People don't come see you in person. They should.
People don't like me. They don't like me. 11 to noon, road safety and agriculture as we age. 1 to 2 o'clock on Monday. Farm equipment hits the highway. Growing risks and smarter solutions. Again, pick up the pace, but we'll talk about it another day. I want to get through your days. That's why I'm kind of picking this up. Tuesday, Health and Wellness Day. Can't get over that. 11 to noon, changing our mental and emotional trajectory. Community training.
There we go.
That seems so much more complicated than I want to get into. I don't mess with my emotional trajectory. I try to have no emotions.
But you know what? I think that some people might appreciate it if you would occasionally. Don't you think?
I don't know. I don't put that much emotion into their thoughts.
People.
No,
just to give you a quick little statistic. This week, you talked to. Let's see, how many students did I talk to? Oh, over 100 and some. And then we ask them questions about, how they're doing. And of course, college can be stressful. Fall can be stressful for these farm kids. And over a third of them talk about being nervous, anxious, or on edge more than 2 days a week, and some every day of the week. And they think about farm finances, time pressures. So really, mental health is a deal in agriculture. And so it's a good topic to cover. They have speakers throughout the week, and that's what
if I could throw this out, and not discounting any of what you said of those poor little farmers.
You're trying not to discount
but can you, I think as people are driving down the road listening to that, I don't know many of us that don't go 3 days a week thinking nervous about something. I mean, it isn't just the farming life. It's like, well, I'm in radio, that's different. But, doctors, everybody's got those, days where it's like, oh, I got that big surgery today. I should take care of that.
Yep. So, but that's a third. And then there's more things that they're, it's sounding nervous, anxious, or is not enjoying the things that they like to do. So there's a whole list of things. And still, I think that if you're 18, 19, 20 years old, I would like to think that the majority of the week you feel pretty darn good about stuff.
All right.
So that's my pitch on it. And so
get up in the morning, be thankful, people. That's what you got to do. Wednesday, generations of farming, communication coaching to support farm harmony across generations. You know what? Actually, in the farming community, I have heard more harmony than anywhere else. Barbershop quartets are huge in the farming community. I know some farmers over in Ceylon area, great singers. I do love barbershop harmony. I think that goes very well with the farm community. Let's just keep it there.
Keep it there. Okay. Well, the thing that you should feel good about, Alice, if you look at all these topics, if you think about the year, we try to find some good topics every week. Some weeks are better than others. Some weeks are a little hilarious. Sometimes Al comes up with $1 million ideas. We got to give him credit. But we have talked about all these topics. Wouldn't you agree?
So far, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So we're doing a good job. We have been preparing for National Farm Safety and Health.
Well, I think you've got it in there somehow.
I
think they just listen to the show and take great topics and move them over. Also on Wednesday, Too Young to Plow Alone, keeping youth safe on the farm. I think we've discussed this plenty of time. Deciding who does what job is very important. Who's the one you should, risk losing if you had to lose?
I'm going to go blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go blah, 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 so people can't hear you. We don't do some of the things, as I said just seconds ago. Al occasionally has some $1 million ideas. Sometimes we just got to shut him down. We're going to shut him down on that topic, and we're going to move right on to Thursday.
Well, we'll go to Thursday when we're done with this break is what we'll do. Okay, we're trying to get this thing done.
We'll be right back.
Dust from gravel roads and driveways does more than make your car dirty inside and out. It gets down into your lungs, and it's bad for your health. Now there's an environmentally friendly solution for your dust problems. It's called Dust Lock. Dust Lock can control all your summer dust problems with just one application. Protect your vehicle and your lungs. Learn more at dustlock.com.
Do you have a closet full of old videos, photos, slides, or films? Regain that space and preserve those memories for future generations. Visit archivinglifemedia.com or call 952-829-8018. See how safe and simple it is to digitize all your media. Gain peace of mind knowing that all those important memories will be saved and can be seen and shared again. Do it today. Check out archivinglifemedia.com or give them a call, 952-829-8018.
Are you kidding me?
You know that comment you said to the radio? The thing that we got wrong?
Clearly, Brussels sprouts are the worst vegetable.
Call us and let the world know your thoughts. 855-257-7469. That's 855-ALS-SHOW.
We've got our Carolyn, Sheridan's Ag Health and Safety Alliance on the program, trying to save family farmer one safety tip at a time. We're talking National Farm Safety and Health Week 2025. Big deal. I'm trying to help out where I can. Carolyn's getting us back on track. We're up to Thursday. This Thursday, confined spaces.
That's right.
This is, of course, back where we go back to the little people in agriculture, what they're good for.
No. Confined spaces.
No.
We're just going to move. Right. So we talk about these as like immediately dangerous to life and health. And we think about manure pits, manure storage, grain bins, certain silos. So there'll be a great webinar on that. And also on Thursday, they're talking National Disaster Recovery Response. They call it a think tank. The AgriSafe Network does a think tank where they pull in people from all over.
See, and they do this a lot, this natural disaster thing, and try and talk, how to get out. They do this thing. And I think for 5 years in a row, I've put in a request to discuss the zombie apocalypse and they have yet to do it. And I don't know if that's just because of me,
I don't.
but
I
that's
think
one
it's-
they don't seem to want to talk about much, the zombie apocalypse.
I think the week is very full already, but you can join at between 1 to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday. It's called a think tank. So Al, you could join and
I've
maybe
tried.
put your thoughts in there.
I've tried, and again, I'm back to maybe it's a very full week, but if the zombie apocalypse shows up and we're ill prepared, we have wished we at least spent 1 hour on it sometime during the year. That's all I'm throwing out there. Friday, ATV, UTV safety. Safety operating of your ATVs and your UTVs for agriculture. That's
yes, absolutely. And we use them all the time for our work. We also use them for recreation. They can be a lot of fun. And we got the statistics with our young people and older people too to back that people are still rolling them. People are still getting hurt. Yesterday in my class, out of the 55 students who answered the survey, there were 17 who had rolled an ATV or a UTV. Unfortunately,
and UTVs can be very harmful if you don't have the right antibiotics. UTVs can hurt.
UTV.
I've heard.
Okay, ultra-marine vehicle. Al gets some of these acronyms all messed up. It can be because it's early in the morning. Because by gosh, Al's been up for hours and hours. Maybe his brain.
Maybe you guys just use the same numbers and letters that the rest of us do, and then it gets confusing.
Right. So anyway, there'll be some good information about that. We also have good things on our website as well. We've got a great ATV safety motion graphic, couple minutes long. And so that those are the topics for the week. We covered them Monday through Friday, but also today there's a kickoff webinar, Rural Roadway Safety. We'll put some information on Al Travis and on our web Facebook on how to get to these different webinars. And so you can join if it works for you. And I don't know, I should check that out if they're like, I know they're live streaming, but I don't know if they are recording them or not. If you don't happen to be able to get to them, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I throw this out here because I presume it's maybe people in your line of work. I don't know who needs this, but the University of Cincinnati Department of Environmental and Public Health Science Education and Research Center offer one contact hour for each webinar that you do. Is that like a continuing ed thing for folks in your line of work?
Yes, it is. And safety professionals need those sometimes too. So the goal is to say, okay, let's make it worth your time as well. Maybe not every topic works for you, but if you need some continuing education for the time you spend as well. So
I think they give me a credit. I sit with you hour after hour. They should give me a credit just for that. And then I want a digital badge. You should make it. Do you have digital badges for ag health? Another $1 million deal. Write this down. You got a pen? You need a digital badge.
Badges. So I gotta say,
you need those stinking badges.
Well,
this is cheap.
I know that's true.
Al and Carolyn digital badge. When you get making them, when you make one for the Al Travis show, I would love a digital badge.
I will. I'll make it. But I think people like things in their hands as well. Unfortunately, shipping they used to ship things to people and send people packets. I think that now there's a lot of stuff that goes out digital, but people like to get stuff. You like to get stuff in the mail.
I love getting stuff, but a digital badge. I don't even know what you do with that. I don't even know how that works, but I'm going to figure it out. It's like URL codes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah. So there is a theme. Every year somebody comes up with a theme. It's not me. I'm not a good theme person. It's safety first, avoid the worst. And we certainly have talked along those lines. Just think of what's the worst thing that can happen.
I have.
So September
Zombie
22nd.
apocalypse.
Yes, September 22nd to 27th. Safety first, avoid the worst. National Farm Safety and Health Week. We're going to be promoting it all week, right, Al?
Yeah, absolutely. Every day, I think we'll just stop down and see if we can't get them to do the zombie apocalypse thing for me, and we'll put the pressure on them. We got to fly. I presume all this information's on Ag Health and Safety Alliance, your website?
It is. It's going to also be on Facebook. People can click to it. And if you just Google National Farm Safety and Health Week, boy, all kinds of great things come up. So there you go. Have a good week.
Appreciate you, Carolyn. See you next week. Carolyn Sheridan's Ag Health and Safety Alliance.
Dust from livestock buildings can be harmful.